Getting tight at the top of the Bundesliga, but can Dortmund go all the way? We'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with a prediction video, this time looking forward to match day number 19 in 2018-2019 Bundesliga season. Now we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to give you a bang up today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Bundesliga related, world football related. We've got it all here under one roof. Now, before we get into thick things, we're going to take a look back at my predictions for match day number 18. See how many I got right. And, of course, how many did I get wrong? Well, kicking it off, Hoffenheim up against Bayern. Now, Bayern obviously trying to get themselves back into contention. And they did with a 3-1 win over Hoffenheim. I went with a 3-0 win for Bayern, so not too far off the pace. Stuttgart took on Mainz as well. Mainz just, I don't know, they're difficult to predict. 6 wins, 6 draws, and now 6 defeats after a 3-2 win over Stuttgart, who were turning a corner. But they are ultimately struggling, so I went with a 2-0 win for Stuttgart, so got that one absolutely wrong. Eintracht Frankfurt up against Freiburg. Frankfurt doing okay, top of the table, up against Freiburg, ended up 3-1 win for Frankfurt. I went with a 2-0 win for Frankfurt, so close to the mark indeed. Hannover up against Werder Bremen. Hannover struggling, only off the bottom on goal difference. And that didn't help this weekend. Werder Bremen 1-0 win over Hannover to close in on a top 10 finish for Werder Bremen. As for me, I went with a 1-1 draw, so got that one wrong. Augsburg up against Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf as well, again, one of them hot and cold teams you just don't know what to get. Up against Augsburg, another hot and cold team you just don't know what to get. Actually, Augsburg are struggling at the moment. 2-1 win for Fortuna Düsseldorf. At the end of the day, was a big win for them. I went with a 2-2 draw, so 1 goal shy, but ultimately incorrect. Leverkusen up against Mönchengladbach, my boys. Leverkusen in 10th at the moment after this result. Mönchengladbach keeping up the pace at the top end of the table with a 1-0 win over Leverkusen away from home. That's a monstrous win for them. I went with a 3-1 away win for Mönchengladbach. Meanwhile, Red Bull Leipzig up against Dortmund. Dortmund flying high. Only the one defeat thus far, and they didn't lose this weekend. When they beat Leipzig 1-0 away from home, I went with a 4-2 win for Dortmund. I went with goals galore on this one, but ultimately just the 1 goal was enough for Dortmund to continue their 6-point lead at the top of the table. Nürnberg up against Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin are in 7th after this weekend's result, and that was a 3-1 win over Nürnberg, who are in... they are bottom of the table right now. I went with a 1-0 win for Nürnberg, so that was a bit of a shocker. Schalke took on Wolfsburg to wrap up the weekend. 2-1 win for Schalke. Maybe, just maybe, they're turning their season around, but they are still struggling in the middle of the table. I went with a 3-0 win for Schalke over in Wolfsburg. Now, meanwhile, Hertha Berlin up against Schalke this weekend. What's going to happen? Can Hertha Berlin close it in on a top 5 spot again? And they did start the season in good form, but Schalke, I think, going to come out on top. 3-1 win. I just got a sneaky feeling Schalke are going to have a good second part of the season and kick on at the table. Meanwhile, Dortmund up against Hannover. Obviously, Dortmund are top. Hannover second from bottom. You're going to go with a 3-0 comfortable home win for Dortmund as they continue their very good season. I did predict them to win the title. You should check out the video on the channel. Mainz up against Nürnberg on this one. Mainz are in 11th spot. Remember, 6-6-6 for them. Mark of the Devil up against Nürnberg, who are in bottom of the table. But it'll be 7-6-6 for Mainz this weekend after they pick up a 2-1 win over Nürnberg. Wolfsburg up against Leverkusen. Now, Wolfsburg, 6th spot. Leverkusen are in 10th. Close one, this one, so I'm really going to go with a 2-2 draw. Everyone will be happy with a point, I'm sure. 4 goals in total. Mönchengladbach up against Augsburg. Augsburg are in 15th spot, 15 points on the board. Gladbach are in 3rd with 36 points on the board. Technically, they could go 2nd if they could put down some numbers against Augsburg. I see them being a 2-0 win over Augsburg to give themselves those 3 points, but will it be enough? We'll have to wait and see. Freiburg up against Hoffenheim. Freiburg are in a 13th spot. Hoffenheim are in 8th. A win for Hoffenheim could see them drop into 6th spot. I see that happening with a comfortable 3-0 win away from home. Werder Bremen up against Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt are 5th in the table with 30 points up against Werder Bremen, who are 9th, 25 points. But I'm going to go with a home win on this one. Werder Bremen can be difficult, especially to beat at home. 7-4-7 is their record right now with 25 points on the board. Bayern up against Stuttgart. Stuttgart in 16th, Bayern in 2nd. Realistically, they're going to should put a benchmark scoreline here. 4-1 win for Bayern to maybe, just maybe, close the gap in on Dortmund. But realistically, will it be the same after this weekend? And wrap it up, Düsseldorf will take on Leipzig. Düsseldorf are in, where are they? They're in 14th spot. Leipzig are in 4th. So a good 10 spots separate the two sides. And this one, for me, is going to end up as a 1-1 draw. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe. We'll keep you bang up to date with all things Bundesliga related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related. We've got it all here under one roof. Now, before we also make sure you check out the old description, links to my other social media platforms are in there for your leisure, and also make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section below to see how many you can get right, and of course how many you can get wrong, folks. And I will be right back here, same time, same place, roughly next weekend as we continue some of our league predictions in the old Bundesliga. Until I see you again, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.